Everything around you has been created for you by your subconscious mind. And in order to give your subconscious mind new instructions, you have to shapeshift. You have to give your subconscious mind new instructions. And this is what I'm going to do over here, right now. So I transform from this into this. And this is how I fuse everything together that I have been in the past, in the future, and in this certain moment in time. Because there is nothing than my own consciousness. And that sounds maybe very bizarre to most, but that's not the point in here. The point is that by doing this, I pull myself out of my own illusion that I constructed for myself to survive in here. Because my mind is basically free, and only because I have been in the darkest places of my own palace, of my own temple, I can now speak from it and give my mind new instructions to create what I would like to have. And this is where alchemy comes into place. This is where understanding my own mind, my mind programs, and how my mind was been programmed by your preachers, your teachers, your society, which could be a good thing. But it's more about the hocus pocus focus magic of my own capacity to speak what I would like to see in this reality. So this is why I was in the past the way I was. And I appreciate that, and I stay humble with that. And only through doing this is how I can develop. Because I shapeshift, I go in different directions. I go into extremes. I find out who I am. And then I can speak from that. And then I can put these nuggets of clear wisdom together to evolve and to keep going. Although it seems like, you see, I'm coming here in the magic capacity and speaking weird shit. But I know that I never go anywhere. I don't move. Only the mirrors and my position changes and my surface. But what I have deep inside of me, cultivated through culture, what my ancestors have been going through. And you might ask, what has that to do with ancestors? Yeah, your ancestors are still in you. My ancestors, my sisters and brothers are still in me. And I can connect myself to them because I can connect myself to my own temple. And then I can speak from there on into existence, into the exit. And the exit is my senses. I could hear, smell, and I can talk. And if I even would shut down my eyes, where do you think you are? Where do you think you are? Are you anchored in yourself? Do you know what you are? Well, I can tell you, I've been into the most craziest places of myself. And I was figuring out there the real imagination, the real image. Because we are all basically empty, at least we should be. We should be empty. And then, only once we've really been emptying ourselves out, we can then put on different masks, personas, shields, fields to heal ourselves and to grow in hell. This is what it is. This is what this is here. We're burning in hell, right? So I give you another day, another perception. See, the fire is burning. Why? Why is the fire burning? Why is the fire burning? The fire is burning because I burn. Sunburn. I've been burned by the sun. I have been burned by myself so many times. I was like a phoenix, killing myself over and over again to redevelop my character and to go to and in different doors, different ways in my brain, to get into different neurochemical releases, neurochemical balances, neuroCreations, word craftings, and because I can put spells and different letters the way I would like to have them together, this is why I can create whatever I would like to see. But it starts here. And if your mind is fucked up, if your thoughts are fucked up, I don't know what you think, and I'm not interested in that. But I know that my mind is one of the most beautiful in this realm. And I know that I have a beautiful creation to give. And only because I have been into this, and I deprogrammed and decoded that for such a long time, I can be here in front of you speaking that. And I'm not making anything up. Because if you've been into my old videos, you might think, well, this guy is either way too open or completely out of this. And this is why I can give. Let's go. See, right here we also have the 42 laws of Ma'at, which are about 42 laws of Ma'at are about creating your own reality. See, and you might think, oh, this perspective was weird, whatever. It's about the zooming and the rooming and the spelling capacity. What you basically and where you go into. What you think you might perceive in front of you. And this is why I'm wearing basically my glasses, my eye shields, to get into a new me, which is not really occurring because I'm always myself, but it's about integration and lifting myself up. I've not committed sin. I've not told lies. See, I'm in my own virtual reality box, bird box, like this, like so. So I'm blocking my third eye because I'm otherwise going way too high up into the skies. So I have to ground myself. So Zampaida, you know you could hear yourself. Learn to heal yourself when you get sick. That's the weird power of the magician, teacher, preacher. But in the real room, it's always myself. It's yourself, but I could teach you to be yourself. So, keep on burning. See, and this is also what basically life is about. Life is about consistency and being and knowing what you do for a long period of time. And speak yourself into existence. Know what you think. So let me tell you, what if, but only if, you were a creator? What if you were God? What if you were in a grid explaining yourself everything and seeing only mind constructs and reflections in front of you that you have created for you by your subconscious mind in order to realize where you would like to go in this Maya realm, in this illusion of self, where we basically are all one gigantic body. So this is why consistency and integration and thought magic power is very important, to hold that in front of your own mirror. I don't look at this mirror, but I look at this mirror and I see myself in it. So let's go. Some calorie and then some weightlifting for the neurochemicals. So I'm also very much aware of my words and of my spellings, because through these things, this is what and how I create. But this journey is very interesting, because I know that I only speak from my own sine wave, where I basically manifest myself. And this is how we create this room together. And speaking from source means that I realized, and that's probably not going to be understood by most, but I'm going to say it anyways, that everything is basically empty. And you will realize that when you've emptied out yourself to the point that nothing, no thing makes really sense anymore. Because you realize that this is all a giant masquerade of beings making up themselves in order to have their experience. And that's good, that's fine. But keep in mind that this giant placebo effect that everyone tries to put upon you is nothing but another belief system of somebody else who created that for probably their own interests. And if you can see behind that, if you can see behind what is going on there, if you can literally talk about the subconscious mind, which I was doing in the past, and I'm still doing that. And I'm very good at speaking from the halls of Amenti. Call it whatever you would like to call it. Osiris, Amun-Ra, Muhammad, Jehovah, Shakyamuni, Buddha, Jesus, Krishna, princes, pharaohs, kings and queens. Basically, if you can decode a word, it's only signs and symbols. It's a sine wave. It's a giant wave of consciousness that you serve, that I serve. I serve the wave. And because I can decode, I'm probably pretty much a pawn or beyond that, or in it, or under it, whatever. I can choose my own position. And this is why I can construct. And everybody can. But only if you've decoded your own brain. If you've decoded your own neurochemicals, your own neurochemical releases. If you decoded your own brain and you realize that this illusion is only, but only your own program that you created for yourself in order to survive here. Let's go. All right, some leg swings. Go bare feet, you know. There are a lot of reasons to go bare feet. So let's do some exercises here. You know, there's all symbols. You see it? The candle symbolizes my own fire, which is burning. The eye mask symbolizes my subconscious mind that I now teach you through a mirror glass. But I'm not your teacher. I'm not your guru. I'm just only my own mind talking to myself. And if you find it uplifting or beneficial, or if you would like to look at it because you think it's inspirational to your process, then do it. But keep in mind, it's only words and mirrors. If you look into something on the smartphone, if you look into something on the computer, on the black mirror, if you look into your reality, this is your mind talking to yourself, mirroring itself to yourself. Life and the balance rise through the challenge. So let's do some lifts. See, and this is also basically what this is. Because if you've trained long enough with eye masks, with shut down senses, you know that you basically don't change your outlook. You only change your mind space, and you only change your movements, which are your move minds. So your mind space, your space in time, which you emit from your navel, that you shoot out into reality, like you know, these wonder berries, like, oh yeah, the rainbow is coming out of my navel, like poof. That's the real magic. This is what a real creationist does. Now the quest is, how's your brain functioning? Have you unwebbed your brain? Have you entangled yourself? Have you figured out that left is right and right is left? Have you figured out that you are your own anchor to your mind? If you're still in this separation mode, where you're like, hey, I choose this wing party, and they are the bad ones, and no, it's the other way around. You know, I would tolerate everything because everything is just tools, but certainly, of course, off course, on course, I choose where I would like to go. But basically, I know that only the mirror changes, and I don't move. Sounds mystical to you? Now you have something to think about. See, this is what you do when you realize what a real magician is. An imaginationist, the mentalist, the witcher, the wizard, the blizzard, the spell are You know, because like life should be fun, right? Shouldn't it? So who says you cannot integrate all of what you've learned into your own reality? See, this is basically what I do. Because I am balanced in so many, no, not yet, but this is what I do right here, right now. Real-time magic, integrating every piece of knowledge that I attained in my life into one creation. It has always been myself. My cell phone, right? Myself one. It's all one, because if you would shut down your dumb ass, and I'm going to say it one more time, if you would shut down your dumb ass retarded smartphone for only a few days and don't look at it, you would realize what you've created for you beautifully. And this is what I created, right? I created this in my mind. This is why subconsciously I attracted that into what is now occurring in this matter realm. See, matter realm? Can you decode that? Matter realm? Matter realm? Is it mattering? No, but it comes from matter space. And this is obviously mind. So all your preachers and teachers, if they would know what I know, and it's not about that I'm like, I know something which is worth more or less or whatever than somebody else, but if you would speak openly with compassion the truthful things out that you have inside of you, and you would not hold it back, you would realize that we could all benefit from it. And this is why I do it, right? I'm showing you that it is possible. And this is not, this is why I'm not doing live videos at the moment, or I don't plan to do that in future, because it somehow fucks really around with my brain. Because you're always like, oh, somebody was writing something. It's like, and this is not really important. I mean, certainly it is, because everything is imagination and magic, and I get always subconscious mirrors from my reality in real time back to myself. But see, I only show you what I've attained and what you could attain and how it's basically functioning. See, this is what the sine wave is. Live videos will be really much the speeding up of exchange, data exchange. But if you were like, you have a certain slowing down aspect. See, it's more like, hey, ground. You know, it's like the roller coaster of life. Keep moving. So I'm good. Bend over rows. See, this is what a hybrid is. Hybrids, you know, hybrid workouts, hybrid work-ins. This is what I will create in the future, you know? Because I've been stressing myself with neurochemicals, with workouts, work-ins, and going deep in my own pupil and myself. So then give it back to the others. And to flux it through the system. Jump through the matrix. Jump through my own tricks, you know. You're nothing but tricking your own self. Nothing else, nothing more. Okay. See, show a bit off here, like this. All right. All right. See, this is why I can switch up my own positions. I can show you different angels and angles of myself, of my own mind. This is how I basically construct this realm. Bizarre, huh? All right, so keep going. 42 laws of Ma'at. I have not committed sin. I have not committed robbery with violence. I have not stolen. I have not slain man or woman. I have not stolen food. I have not swindled offerings. I have not stolen from God or goddess. I have not told lies. I have not carried away food. I have not cursed. I have not closed my ears to truth. I have not committed adultery. I have not made anyone cry. I have not felt sorrow without reason. I have not polluted myself. I have not terrorized anyone. I have not disobeyed the law. I have not been excusively angry. I have not cursed God or goddess. I have not behaved with violence. I have not caused disruption of peace. I have not acted hastily or without thought. I have not overstepped my boundaries of concern. I have not exaggerated my words when speaking. I have not worked evil. I have not used evil thoughts, words, or deeds. I have not polluted the water. I have not spoken angrily. Yeah, I was speaking very angrily in the past. That's why I have problems spelling that. Or arrogantly. I have not cursed anyone in thought, word, or deeds. I have not placed myself on a pedestal. I have not stolen what belongs to God or goddess. I have not stolen from disrespected. I have not stolen from or disrespected the deceased. I have not taken from a child. I have not acted with insolence. I have not destroyed property belonging to God or goddess. The true world order. The true world order is in myself. Because this is the order of my word, which gets into the world that I create. See another angle, another. Alright. Done this movement. We've done this movement. We've done that movement. Now we're going to get into the hip thrust. Oh no, we do the squat first. Let's do it. and some front squats. Only some more hip thrusts, and we're good over here. See, subconscious mind deprograms, motivational, uplifting, the Kemetic Pharaoh, speaking out of himself. This is how to create what I have in me. Oh yes. There you go. See, you know what this is for? This is for all my children, where you can have fun. And you know what stands over there on this little piece? It says Highlands. Highland. You know what that means? You want to see that symbol? Why I'm so powerful? Can you decode it? You get it? This is the Highland. Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, and you're out of this, but you don't know. All right. Some hip thrusts. Keep the imagination running. Keep the magic up. See, and then some floor presses. Did you know that muscles basically grow because you think about it? This is basically what occurs in this realm. See, and the real magic is happening when you tell your subconscious mind that you will grow what you would like to have out of anything that you would ingest. Because everything is mind, everything is frequency based. Everything has a male and female aspect, and if you use these laws for yourself, for your mind, for your spine, for your Kundalini energy, you will create out of anything. Because metaphysically seen and spiritually seen, everything is condensed and constructed out of the same platonic forms or of the same structures. So everything has the life essence or the death essence in it. And only if you get to the source, to the creational aspect, to, I call it Black Pharaoh, Black Kemetic Prince, the Black Pupil, the Black Matter. Oh, there it was, the Black Matter. The Black Matter through the pupil. Then you start to realize that you never go anywhere. It's not really hurting or changing anyways. It's just it's a mind travel. So I give my mind new instructions to construct myself out of myself. Seem like, oh, he has this different pebbles in his hand, and he's standing on a mountain doing this like Moses or something. I could read out of any book, and so it becomes. See, that's the whole trick with it. That's the whole trick. Because your mind is occurring in this realm all day long. So let me be real quick here. So we end this at 4, and I'm rebalancing out all these molecules of yourself. All right. I love you. Thank you. I'm out.